Alright, today we're going to be talking about sharpening knives. It's extremely important to make sure when you're using a knife it's sharpened, because if you have a dull knife and you're cutting with it, then it can easily slip and hit you in the hand. If you have a sharp knife, then it'll cut clean and it won't accidentally slip on what you're cutting and causing you to hurt yourself or somebody else. Now there's two main different kinds of knife blades. You just have a regular blade that's nice flat and it's just a regular edge. And then there's also a serrated edge like this one here. We're just going to be talking today about how to sharpen the regular blade, not the serrated edge. So I just got a simple sharpener here. See, it's got multiple different edges here. You got a smoother side, a rougher side, and then you have a bar here. You're going to use all four. So first you're going to start with this rough side here. You're just going to take your blade, hold it at a 20-degree angle, and just slide it across the surface. And now I like to do it about 10 times on each side, just so you know that it's good and sharp. So you just keep going back and forth, making sure you hold that 20-degree angle and you get the entire edge of the blade, including the tip here. But you don't want to fling it off like this, because that could mess the tip up. So once you finish going back and forth, like so, flip to the other side, which is the smoother side here, and you just do the same thing, keeping that 20-degree angle. Just go back and forth about 10 to 15 times on each side, just so you can build up that edge. Just keep going back and forth. Now, with a serrated edge, you can't use these metal pieces here because of their teeth on it. So instead, you just use the ceramic rod, which I'll show you in a second. So once you finish on the metal slats, you flip over to this ceramic rod here. If you look, it's got one side that's got grooves in it here, and then if you turn it, you've got a piece that's just smooth. So you start with the side that's got the grooves on it, and you do the same thing. You start with one side, go all the way across the blade, and then you flip, go to the next one, and all the way across. And you just do that, like I said earlier, a couple, 10 to 15 times, just back and forth. And so the metal sides are used to build the edge up, and the ceramic rod is used to hone the blade. So that's what actually sharpens it. And so this part is extremely important. So you just keep going back and forth, sharpening the edge. All right. Now, once you finish this, take and go to your smooth side on the ceramic rod, and you just do the same thing, holding that 20 degrees. You just bring it back and forth, making sure not to flick off on the edge and mess that tip up, but still getting the entire length of the blade. Just going back and forth to sharpen the edge. Now, once you finish doing this, you flip over and there's a leather piece here. Now, you just take and go from here and just drag it across, and then you flip and do it again. Now this actually gets all the extra spurs of little metal off when you do this, so it just catches, and so it's just a nice clean blade. Now, to test the way I see if it's sharp or not, what I do, I'll just take a piece of paper and just put the blade here, and then it's just a clean cut like that, which is exactly what you want. Just something just cuts clean through it. Now, with a serrated edge, like I said, you can't use these pieces here. You can sharpen the individual teeth with this little ceramic rod here. So you just take it and line it up. Just pull it back on the thing. Because with this, there's only one edge that has a point. It's not both sides. So you take and line up the teeth and just sharpen it right here. Just like so.